Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. With kind regards, welcome to my presentation video. Before we begin, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gian, and today we'll be discussing about the danger of bullying and school shooting. Today we'll be focusing on why bullying is dangerous and how the chain effect of it play a big role on why some school shooting happens. Here we can see the overview starting from the association of bullying and school shooting, why some students have access to a firearm, the result of it, prevention, and my conclusion. So what is exactly bullying? Bullying is an aggressive type of behavior which intentionally done repeatedly to cause someone's or a person injury and discomfort, whether it's physically or mentally harming. So why is this associated with firearm? Well, of course, bullying is a completely wrong type of behavior, leading to its victim feeling injustification and the needs to retaliate, leading them to relying on whatever means necessary to defend themselves, which is weapons. A scientific research proven that students who are bullied are more likely to have access and carry weapons with them. In addition, some students also seek revenge for this bullying, leading to the increase of gun violence among bullied students. There are many various reasons on how these students have easy access to firearms, starting from family dysfunction, lack of supervision, mental illnesses, and other psychological issues. However, from the various motives of school shooting and gun violence, 75% out of 100% is because they are bullied. That is twice or even thrice the number of other motives. Moreover, other statistics says that students who are bullied carrying more weapons in more frequent manner, depending on the severity of the conflict, as the chances of these students carrying weapons are higher and higher. One of the examples of bullying leading to a tragic course of event is the Santana High School shooting in 2001, March 5th. The tragic event of school shooting was carried by Charles Andrew Williams, or often called Andy, with the Arminius HW7 22 caliber revolver. Now, there are some ominous facts about this case. Weeks prior to the shooting, Williams allegedly attempted to speak with the school counselor, but was instructed to return to class, as the office was full during the time, which he later reportedly complained to the school counselor multiple times about being bullied. Whether William received a proper assistance regarding to his bullying case or not is unknown. Unfortunately, William doesn't seem to be getting the solution he was seeking for. As when William finally apprehended by the authorities, he told the investigators that he was tired of being bullied, and more bizarrely, he said he was there by his friends to do the shootings. This is what we call or refer to peer pressure. Peer pressure is a process by which members of the same social group influence other members to do the thing that they may be resistant to or might not otherwise choose to do. Although it is not deemed to be a form of bullying, it can contribute to or exacerbate bullying situation and should be avoided at all costs. Furthermore, we have to prevent bullying, as stopping bullying wouldn't be enough if we can prevent it from happening to begin with. So how exactly we do that? The first is to notify, followed by support, halt, and secure. In order to prevent bullying, first, an academic instance should implement anti-bullying program and training workshops. This way, there are clear policies against bullying with defined consequences, and students will be prepared to anticipate if they have to appropriately handle the situation. Second is to promote positive, respect, and inclusive environment, to make sure the peer pressure given by other students are positively connected and supporting each other. Third is counseling and mental health service, providing support services for both victims and perpetrators, which also provide conflict resolution and problem-solving skills. Last is to conduct safety drill to prepare students and staff in case of emergency, and the surveillance control to create an observations and controlled access point for safety purposes. In conclusion, some school shooting often happen because some students are bullied, and therefore we have to prevent bullying from happening, as it is our duties to provide them with a proper support and environment for them to learn and grow. Now, we have reached the end of this video, and with that, I would like to express my gratitude for your time and attention. Thank you. I hope this video provided you with some valuable information and knowledge that we can apply in our studies and daily life. I'll see you again in the next video. Until next time, cheers.